She wants to deliver the best performance possible, and she knows she can't in that moment because of her situation and how she's feeling. Hi everyone, this is Sam Qurashi. I used to be a psychiatric resident and I'm currently on YouTube. This channel basically covers different videos where my producer shares with me videos that I haven't seen and I end up reacting in real time. And so far it's been my strange addiction. We're playing with different ideas and now he's just experimenting with different things. And this video is going to be a bit different. This is going to be a clip from a documentary, if I'm not mistaken, of when Katy Perry was on an international tour for the California Dreams tour, if I'm not mistaken. And it was in 2011, and she had just received a text notifying her that her husband at the time, Russell Brand, has filed for divorce. And she was about to go up on stage in front of thousands of people. And it's that reaction where that clip is going to be. And I haven't seen it. I don't know anything much about it. So let's see what happens.
She never cries. I can hear me still.
What's with these tears, Katie?
I don't know.
So you gonna get through this show? I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Is it?
She feels depressed.
Yeah.
I love that we have a trinkets box.
Let me see that.
It's weird.
Oh, it's not meant to make you upset.
What is that?
It's a necklace that she's got for her birthday from Russell, and the day after she got it, she thought she lost it at the venue.
Wow. It's one thing to receive something like that. It's one thing to receive a sudden piece of information that changes the quality of your life in some way or form, let alone something that is linked to separation, to loss, let alone losing the person that is the most important person in your life. So that's a lot to deal with, that's a lot to handle, and it may take time to process. And in this situation, what's interesting is she already has a room full of people, not even a room, an arena full of people waiting for her. And she doesn't want to, she's going through multiple different loops in her head. One of them is the fear of disappointing these people, the fear of losing their loyalty, the fear of losing them. But at the same time, she's still processing the fear of losing Russell Brand, which is the most important thing in that moment. But she's juggling a lot of different fears of loss at the same time. And she's processing different things like, I don't know the details, so I'm not really sure if she saw this coming or she was assuming, she was in denial, she didn't expect it to come. I don't know any details about this. But even if she was living in denial or if she didn't see it coming, she's going through multiple loops of fear of loss of different scenarios happening at the same time in her head, and that is overwhelming for a human being. Couple that with the other aspect is she doesn't have time. I really don't know how much time she has before she needs to get up on stage. And they're asking her, do you want to do this? Because the last thing you want to do is basically cancel on your audience. It's not their fault, but at the same time, you want to give them the best. And I think what's hard in this moment is because she wants to deliver the best performance possible, and she knows she can't in that moment because of her situation and how she's feeling. And it's a difficult call to make, because if she knows she can't really deliver, but she doesn't want to disappoint them, then she doesn't want to cancel because she doesn't want to disappoint them. But then again, if she doesn't cancel, she may still disappoint them if she doesn't deliver. So she wants to cancel because she wants to do a good job to satisfy their audience. And that's the back and forth open loop that keeps banging back and forth. It's just going to be difficult for her. And that's part of what's overwhelming in that moment. What decision do I make? Am I going to make a decision that I will regret? How am I going to handle this? And apparently she's not reaching out to him, but what's interesting is she immediately wore a necklace that as far as I understood, was given to her as a birthday gift by Russell. And I didn't hear what was mentioned about losing something, but it meant a lot to her. And this is her nonverbal resistance to the loss. I would imagine it was his decision, but I could be wrong. But this is basically what I'm seeing so far. And it's a very, very difficult situation. Not to mention, can she salvage this moment and get up on stage and perform close to and deliver a semi-powerful performance at least, or the closest possible performance to what she could have delivered when she was completely in flow? Because now the flow has been interrupted, and the way she's looking at it is, I don't want to disappoint them, and maybe canceling the show, canceling this night, this performance will disappoint them, but I'll disappoint them a lot more if I actually get up on stage. It's a very difficult call.
You have two options. You can cancel the show, or you can do your best.
Start, Todd.
Wow. I mean, that is amazing. I really didn't know what happened previously, but this is amazing that she actually, that's what a professional does. She compartmentalized exactly what happened because she knew there was nothing I could do right now. And I believe that switch gave her the confidence in order for her to know that she's going to do her best in that moment. Now, I'm noticing right now as she's preparing, as she's walking up to the stage, she's going into different emotions. But I think as an artist, compartmentalizing is the best thing you can do to get things done. The ideal is to delay. Because what you're doing by compartmentalizing what's going on is it may actually affect you emotionally in the long run, just to do something. But she's putting her audience before herself, because what she just did is emotionally damaging. And there are ways around releasing that. And there's a way to release something like that in a scenario like that. Even if someone compartmentalizes, you can still release that emotion. But it becomes a lot harder to do that. Rather than releasing the emotion in the moment and allowing yourself to process and integrate what's happening. But with what she did, she sacrificed herself for her audience. That is admirable, and I get that. And it's amazing how she would do that. And it's very highly professional of her to do that. And I think as an artist, I wonder if one way for her to deal with this is to actually channel all the pain she just felt from that moment onto the performance. And that's what a real artist would do. And I would imagine that's exactly what she did. And the thing I'm really interested in is, would she share that piece of information with the audience? Or would she pick a song that allows her to release that emotion without telling the audience? Or would she actually tell the audience? I'm not really sure if I'm going to get the answer to that, but let's see. It's a very short clip. But that's so courageous, and that's amazing. That's amazing. It's not easy. But she needs to cry. She needs to cry. She needs to let it out.
All right, everybody, here we go. Stand by house lights, stand by on.
So I guess well, I can see that, but I just want to touch upon something. The body follows how you feel and what you see in your head. When you create an image in your mind, the body follows that, believes it to be true. The mind can't tell the difference between something you vividly imagine and something you actually experience. And the other thing is the body can't tell the difference between you pretending to be something or to do something or you actually doing it, because the body can't tell the difference. So the body's going to react according to what you're intending and pretending to do, even if it's not real. And that's one of the reasons why there's a lot of research on the power of smiling in helping with depression, in treating depression. Smiling for 15 minutes in front of a mirror does multiple things. It does wonders, and that's the last thing she did. Because when you look at a mirror and you smile for 15 minutes or 10 minutes, what you're doing is you're creating a reality in that moment for the body to follow and for the mind to believe. She decided before getting up on stage to pretend that everything was okay, and her body followed. And what's interesting is now she's in front of everybody, she wants to keep it going. And the fact that she started it makes it easier for her to keep going, because now she's in momentum mode. She gained momentum. And once you start something, it's a lot easier for you to keep going than to actually start it from the beginning. She was smiling, she made that decision, and she decided to move on. Now what's interesting is nobody knows what happened. So people moved on from what they didn't even know happened. And she began to move on because she gained momentum. And the more she does it, and the more she interacts and engages with people, and the stimulation, the visual, the auditory stimulation that's taking place, the more distracted she becomes from that traumatic experience. But it is extremely important, and I'm sure she has done that, to basically go back and allow herself to grieve and allow herself to release the emotional impact of the traumatic experience that just happened. Compartmentalizing it out of necessity is admirable. It is unhealthy, but it is admirable, and I respect her for what she did. I respect her for her professionalism. But it is harmful and damaging, and I would imagine she has already, as soon as the concert was done, I'm sure she just took a break. She canceled a couple of other days, or the days that come, or I have no idea what she did. I don't know what the continuation of this would be, but I would imagine she finished that night and canceled a few days to allow herself to grieve. And that's the that would be a smart and wise decision to do, or the smart decision to make. So I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, because I did not expect this. So I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and if you enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe. And if you want me to comment on any other or react to any other videos that you'd like to recommend, please do let me know, and in the comment section below. And I wish you an amazing morning, evening, afternoon, night, wherever you are. Bye for now.